The brave little fox in a lush, green forest surrounded by mountains. There lived a young fox named Felix. Felix was small and shy, but he had a heart full of dreams. While other animals played and laughed, Felix often sat by the river, staring at the reflection of the trees and clouds, wondering if he could ever be brave like the heroes in the stories his mother used to tell him. One sunny morning, as Felix was wandering through the forest, he heard a faint cry. Curious and concerned, he followed the sound until he came across a little rabbit trapped in a thorn bush. The rabbit was trembling and unable to move. Felix's heart pounded. He wanted to help, but the sharp thorns looked intimidating. "Please, help me," the rabbit pleaded. Felix hesitated. He thought about running back to his den to find his older brother or someone bigger and braver. But then he remembered something his mother always said: being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means doing what's right, even when you are. Taking a deep breath, Felix carefully approached the bush. He used his small but nimble paws to gently move the branches, avoiding the thorns as best as he could. It wasn't easy. A few thorns pricked his fur, but he didn't stop. Slowly, he created a path for the rabbit to escape. When the rabbit was free, it looked at Felix with wide, grateful eyes. "Thank you so much. My name is Rosie. How can I ever repay you?" Felix smiled shyly. "I'm happy you're safe. That's all that matters." Rosie invited Felix to visit her family's meadow, a place Felix had never been before. Curious, he followed Rosie through the forest. When they arrived, Felix couldn't believe his eyes. The meadow was filled with colorful flowers, butterflies dancing in the air, and sunlight that made everything glow. Felix had always stayed in the forest and never imagined such a beautiful place existed. As Felix and Rosie chatted, the ground suddenly began to shake. A loud roar echoed through the meadow. The other rabbits scattered, hiding in their burrows. Felix turned and saw a large, hungry bear emerging from the trees. Rosie froze in fear. Felix's instincts told him to run, but he couldn't leave Rosie behind. Summoning all his courage, he stepped in front of her and shouted, "Go away! Leave us alone!" The bear paused, surprised by Felix's boldness. Though Felix was small, his determination made him stand tall. The bear growled but eventually turned and lumbered away, uninterested in the fight. Rosie hugged Felix tightly. "You saved me again." From that day on, Felix became known as a brave little fox. He realized that bravery wasn't about being the biggest or strongest, but about standing up for what was right and protecting those in need. Felix's heart swelled with pride, and for the first time, he felt like the hero his mother always told him he could be. The end.